The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A first down throw for Jackson. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. On the give, here's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry tries to bull his way in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is second and goal. Play action now. Jackson. And he'll take it on in. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second down, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the Ravens first down as he pushes forward for a couple on fourth. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Jackson now on second down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Jackson on the move. He runs with it.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal. Now here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a fourth down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, fourth and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. On play action, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Third and a yard. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, yeah. He will have a Ravens first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going up top and looking for Flowers. So we've reached halftime here. It is an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Jackson looking to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Ravens has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against
the speed on display. He's in. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're underway from Pittsburgh. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Working quickly here. Wilson to throw on 3rd and 2. Catch is made down the right sideline. All the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Able to find Hawkinson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On play action now, McCarthy. He throws a bullet deep to... That's complete inside the 35. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and... Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They're looking for game records. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
McCarthy to throw for it. He's trying to push the field. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Austin put in motion right. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
14.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today... officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Nelson. Here we go. Hey, Chair. Go.
Fields out of the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Looking to throw Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Oh, hurry up.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Putting a receiver in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings, they're finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That'll be caught. Here's Ty Chandler. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense up to the line fast. Chandler again. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense in the hurry up here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is hauled in by Chandler. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one's caught. And this one does not go far. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Patterson now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. We're good. Up. Is it all right?
First down throw for Fields. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. They get 13 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Angel. Here we go, Scott. West right, sit.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's going to push one deep down. That's caught at the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. George Pickens the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Connects with his back. Aaron Jones.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Able to find Chandler here. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. Able to find Hawkinson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's McCarthy. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Working quickly here. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. McCarthy to throw it. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. McCarthy throwing here. Hopkinson reels it in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Chandler hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, can. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Alpha. Go.
From the 41. This finds Austin complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Right.
A pistol snap. Fields. Escapes out to the left. And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or two lost, but Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack.
Hey,
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. Press, bunch right. Set high.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He beams one, deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They give up the gut to Chandler. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on... Third and 4 coming up now. He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is hauled in by Chandler. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Move it, 19.
Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll stick with Chandler. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. They'll try it left with Chandler. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Chandler gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Patterson now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Here he is to throw. That one's complete right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to throw. Austin's there to haul it in. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Setting up to pass. Caught by Freiermuth. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Another throw for Fields. Caught near the goal line. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
To throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back to the air, McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
He'll get this to Jefferson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie us up 28-all. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can. EQ. Hey, can. Jack.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters. Couldn't just... Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run now with Chandler. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. This is Chandler. He cuts it right. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. Patterson now to return it. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Right.
Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Catch made by Austin. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Madden. Extend. Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. Getting out to his left. Now a deep shot down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Offense up to the line fast. Motioning him from the slot right. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. I'm good.
They'll run with Harris. Is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut it to a load point on the scoreboard. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers tie this game 35 apiece. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10. It's a give to Chandler. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Oh, big interception here. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And in overtime, it was their defense who actually came up with the heroics, not by making a stop, but by being the ones to score that game-ending touchdown. What an unexpected and exciting way to conclude this incredible ball game. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.